Guys, it's RuneScape and welcome to my first video. So obviously, who the fuck am I, right? I've been playing RuneScape on and off for, what year is it now? 2024. I've been playing RuneScape for probably around 11 years now. Since it came back to old school. I was playing before that as well, as many were. But yeah, my first real journey into old school was when I saw the servers got released. So I started to play a little bit of free to play for the nostalgia, and then I found out what these little things called bonds were, right? And when I was a kid, my dream was to actually get membership, so I was always free to play. My parents never wanted to spend money on it. They never saw the purpose of getting membership for me, so I'd always just stayed free to play as a kid. And that was one of my goals. Is when I got older, I wanted to buy myself membership when you got a credit card and had money and stuff, right? So I was kind of surreal. I was able to. I was in high school at the time, so I still didn't have a credit card, and I was able to get membership, and that kind of started my journey back into old school. And it's kind of cool. I watch a lot of creators on RuneScape a lot too now. Like back when I was in university, I'd always be putting on videos in the background while I'm playing or whatnot, right? Like I'm sure a lot of us do that with, streamers throw on a stream in the background while you're playing or whatnot. And I always had I always had a goal. I always wanted to be able to make these cool um, content videos. But I just never had the time, right? I was always busy with school. I do other things other than play RuneScape, like play basketball. Now I'm coaching basketball. Um, yeah, I'll get into that later on. What about the life skills? But I'm just talking about my RuneScape credentials here, so you can get the full picture of how much of a scrub I am. But yeah, so I forget where I was going with that, but oh, that's where. Yeah, so I always wanted to make YouTube videos or some sort of content creation around it. And when I was first starting to get into members, it was, a very cool experience to experience all of these new features to the game to me. Like, I remember I thought it was going to be the coolest video idea of me just going to Barrows. I was super excited. I filmed me completing Underground Pass so I could get the Ivan's staff. And then I go to film my first Barrows run, and my laptop was just so slow. And then I rewatched the video, and I'm like, how the hell am I gonna talk over this and make this shit interesting? And I'm like a university kid at the time. By the time I got to Barrows, right? So I had no idea. I just ended up scratching it, and I never really made much progress into the video content creation side. So that's kind of why I'm here. I've kind of been pushing myself to do more, like just start doing more rather than just saying you want to do it. Just one day, just turn your laptop on and start recording. So that's kind of what I'm doing right now, right? Um, so that's kind of what I want to get into is from this channel, don't expect much. I'm probably not going to be doing much editing because that's kind of what's held me back before is I don't want to edit my videos really. Like, if you want to watch a high production video, go watch the Gilnor Games. Like, that shit is a Netflix series. It's going to be pretty much just me turning on the microphone. I might make some cuts, but a large majority of it I think is going to be just me chatting, chatting while I'm playing. I might be doing some PVM, I might just be doing some skilling. But yeah, don't expect much high level, high octane Mr. Beast jump cuts or anything from me. It's gonna be pretty plain Jane for me. um, I kind of want to just create this channel just to document not only my RuneScape progress but my life progress. And 10-15 years, it might be cool to look back and watch this first video, how much my life is going to change in those 10-15 years. um, and each video will kind of serve as a purpose of a time capture almost. It's going to be able to remind me of the time, when I was working on this goal in RuneScape. Oh yeah, I remember taking my dog for a lot of walks at this park, or maybe we ran into somebody at the park who didn't like him very much, right? um, and who knows, maybe if I get a nice editing job, or get nice editing software, I'll be able to throw a picture of my dog up on the screen. But for now, you're just going to be seeing me hunting some salamanders. So yeah, that's pretty much the purpose of this. Is I think it's going to be, and if people want to tune in, that's great. Like, I tune into a lot of streamers. Like, shout out Looney TNT. He'll probably never see this video, but I always watch his videos. Throw that on the background while I'm working. It's just cool to listen to people talk about RuneScape and talk about their life, and yeah, it's something I kind of want to be a part of. Help give out content to where I can. If one person watches that, I think that'll be wicked. So that's the goal for this video. I don't even want to I just want one view. That's not me. Yeah. So obviously, I'm not sure how good this quality is. I'm just doing a screen recording on my laptop. So if you can see the account I'm playing on, this is my third failed hardcore Ironman, but I made it the farthest. So this is the first account I actually made it to 99 fire making on. I never died at Wintertot, believe it or not, for any of the fire making. My first one, I died to a hobgoblin when I was getting some snape grass. The second one, I died to, I forget what I died to, but it was something I shouldn't have died to. It was a thief, I think. It might have been a thief. When I was just walking by doing some quests, and I think I just clicked, looked away for too long, and I looked back and I was dead. I'm pretty sure it was a thief in Lumbridge area. And then my death on this one, I made it far on this account. I made it. I mean, I have been playing a bit again. I haven't played this account in months. I made it. I was 54 Slayer. I was going for broad arrows and broad bolts. I wanted to be able to fletch them. So I was just training my Slayer up, and I like to train AFK throughout the day. So I was AFK training some Hellhounds in a safe spot. And if you're good at putting two and two together, I misclicked, and a Hellhound got my ass. And I look back, I'm AFKing, right? I'm not actively playing. I gotta do work. That's kind of what I do throughout the day. I look back and I'm dead. Oh my god, and my heart sank. If you've ever had a hardcore, you know the feeling. And this is the farthest one I made it. I thought I really wanted. I had a goal of getting 99 Slayer on a hardcore, and I still might do that one day. But for now, I've actually just been enjoying the progress on this regular Ironman, and that's coming off of Deadman mode. So I haven't really been playing much on my main. I've just been grinding agility. I haven't really been doing much content other than just agility. And I got some methods to show you guys. I'm sure you guys are aware of some AFK agility methods. So those have been coming in clutch with a foot pedal. But yeah, so I got into Deadman. This was my first time actually playing Deadman mode. It's the seasonal one, Armageddon. And I just wanted to make some money playing it. So I made some money, made as much as I could, swapped it over. I ended up making around 16 mil in the Deadman. I swapped, most of that was in the first week. Maybe I'll talk a bit more about my strategy another time for that, but I mean, I don't think it was anything too crazy. I pretty much just flipped some low level, high volume items on the Grand Exchange. Um, did some money making methods at some shops, and just did the agility pyramid really. Yeah, nothing crazy, game breaking. That's probably why I won't make it its own video. It'd be pretty boring. But that got me into playing, since I had membership on this account because it was a hardcore. So I played on two accounts to make money. That way I could swap. And after Deadman mode, I was like, you know what? I want to have this account so I can claim the rewards on it as an Ironman because I had enough points to get the some rewards. And so I just started to play this account again, and then so I ended up getting my Slayer account, or my Slayer goal for the broad fletching, and then I ended up pushing up to 58 so I could get Black Mask for my Slayer helm. So that's my next goal on this account, really, is I want to get the Slayer helm, and I just like training my skills to get them up. So my hunter is pretty low, so I just been grinding my hunter lately. Um, but yeah, I mean, these videos I'm going to be making, it's going to be a mix of talking about what I've been doing in RuneScape or what I've been doing in real life. So this being my first one, obviously I could probably talk a bit more about both aspects. So I'm going to kind of leave out some of my life stuff going on for the next video, maybe give myself a nice transition into recording another video. Um, but yeah, so if you stayed this long, thank you. Um, if you liked the video, don't forget to drop a like. Um, and if you actually watched the video, let me know in the comment section below. I mean, this is my first video. I think I'll be able to read all the comments. I don't want to set myself up, but if I can't read all the comments, thanks for blowing the video up, I guess. But to the one viewer out there, leave a comment, say hi, and I'll say hi back. All right, thanks.